Shalom, y'all. Shalom. East like Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once it out here, the prophets at downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, charge for the east. About First Glory 2. Power. Which the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue, the great name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The open honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone and Shalom. Jesus is first like the truth and Shalom. Brothers and sisters that's listening and studying and show yourself approved. From today, y'all swallow. Just watch the clip with the little President Donald Trump. They're gonna push 6G. They're making an initiative to push for that and AI. And really all that is the beat system. And they're setting the groundwork to make mandatory the RFID microchip, which they mark up the beats. So we can see that implemented as soon as next year. You know, that's why they're trying to speed it up. And then Donald Trump also the person said Operation Warp Speed. So he's good for that. You know, and it's so set up too, y'all, so I could say something happened to Donald Trump or they get rid of him because of the Epstein scandal. They'll use JD Vance to do it, and he's a tech guy. So it makes sense for JD Vance to install the mark of the beast, man. He's clipped up with Alex Clark, Keith Ellison, Peter Thiel, Planetar. They're doing more surveillance. They got a new camera that's been installed over here by us. So everything's over surveillance. The penny is no longer in circulation. So they're getting rid of physical cash. So all the money's going to go digital to a cryptocurrency. And it's all about control. You know, so, and now, you can say it. Matter of fact, I got an article for us that's going to, you know, roll out what they're talking about doing.
So this is the article. The title of this article is called The American Presidency Project. And in this very article, there's a title of the paragraph. It's called Winning the 6G Race. And it says President Trump is taking decisive action to win the global race for 6G. 6G network will provide the foundation to operate cutting-edge technology of the next decade, including AI, robotics, implantable technology, and many other advancements. It will also deliver dramatically faster connection speed, ultra low latency, and higher data capacity.
That implantable technology. So I'm bringing this out right here since it said that. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. But the business yet for a point in time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it because it surely come, it will not tarry. Hear that saying for the business yet for a point in time. And what's that vision? We all see it coming. I just read they say implantable technology where it goes under your skin. Elon Musk has a neural link that goes in your head. They have an NFC chip that goes in your hand. The grain of rice. They're doing that. They're going to make that where it's mandatory, where if you ain't got that, you cannot even operate in society because everything's going to be digital. They're talking about digital technology. Everything going digital. The light meter on your house is digital now. The water meter is digital. The money's going digital. They're going to make it where you have to become digital using implantable technology. So any camp talk about the mark of the beast, spiritual, or this or that, sleeping with white women, embargo, hey, they're sellouts now because now the vision is here. You know, you got what's that Bishop Nate talk about? It's June, ain't no microchips. Yet this devil talking about microchips. Every time you turn on TV or go on YouTube, TikTok, the tech guys talk about technology and they want you to blend in with it. It's called transhumanism. The devil basically wants to make you a robot. They're talking about robotics. They want to make you a robot. They want to blend you in with technology. And how they're going to do that is by implantable devices. And the scriptures talked about that in Revelation 13 chapter. But it tells you have to take a mark in your head or in your hand. In fact, when y'all want to get that, I'll go get it.
While he's getting that, man, I like to emphasize on Habakkuk 2 and 2. It said, the Lord answered me and said, write this vision and make it plain upon tables. Right now, it's plain right now, man. And if somebody say that it's not that, hey, you can tell they took the bag or they just off in the head. It's just too much out there. Everything is about AI or digital currency, digital this and digital that. CEO of Google and the head of the AI department said 2026 is gonna be like
AI is pinnacle. So they said it's gonna be Omni something like Omni AI or some shit. Like they said AI is like a Swiss Army knife right now. You can do like text, videos, and sound, but like in 2026 it's gonna AI is gonna be like Optimus Prime, like a robot. Like it can do everything. It's gonna be Omni this, like God or something.
False God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like that's what we're coming into. So it said make it plain up on tape so that he will run there reading it. So that just let you know if you running it, just reading it, that means you're part of the whole elect. Because you're the ones over there seeing it and preparing for it. But those who's not running and saying it's not this, it's not that, even though it's plain and visible, hey, you can tell they threw out here.
In the back up, right? Elon Musk said that AI is a god. He said they're releasing the demons. You know what I'm saying? Lord, what I do a lesson on that? Elon Musk said that out of his own mouth because he's one of the faces of AI. You know, and they already got the MOTB. They're just getting the what's it called, the kinks out of it, but they're gonna roll this out. Like I said, they're gonna roll out as soon as next year. So I get this right here, especially it's gonna go with the Ox said. He said they're gonna be omnipresent, omnipotent. So they're trying to make artificial intelligence like God. That's gonna be Esau, Edom's God. And the Lord said they would do that. But you go to Revelation 13 and 15, it says he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And to the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that many will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So they're giving life to AI. That's the beast. That is the new beast system. It's gonna be a system. AI is gonna put you in a system to where if you ain't got that RFID, microchip, they're gonna say, oh, you unalive, man. You can't make it. Like first they're gonna say they're gonna put it out there something sexy to go get. And the us and the truth, we're not gonna go get it. And Esau don't want nobody that's like, gonna be thriving outside the system that ain't got it because they're gonna show other people like you don't need it. So he gonna look to unalive. They're gonna do it like the C-19, but like even more intense. The C-19, you could like file for a medical exempt, or you can like do other things, go around. This time Esau like, no. And he got ICE agents out here. They gonna enforce it. He got the National Guard trying to get out on the streets. Like we got troops on the streets right now, Yasrala, military troops. To where if you don't get this, Esau gonna want to put a bullet in your head. That's what he tell Yasrala, you got to be in the truth, man, to be protected. This devil got tanks, MRAPs, all kinds, high-powered rifles, and we don't have that. We're gonna need your help us to try to protect us. This has to keep you from the hour of temptation. We're gonna need the Lord to feed us. Esau be like, you can't eat if you ain't got this technology. Because you ain't gonna be able to spend no money. The money, physical money's about to go bye-bye. And like, this ain't me to say a conspiracy theory. It's already happening. The penny is done. They're not printing no more pennies. They're gonna go to the nickel, to the dime, to the quarter, and it's gonna work their way up. And then they start wars because the dollar is crashing. These devils, they know it's gonna crash. They just go, okay, now we're going digital. So they're doing it on purpose, man. All wars are banking wars. Donald Trump answers to Netanyahu. The Ish people, they tell this dude what to do. So that's why he's starting wars in Africa and Venezuela. That's all to break the dollar to bring up this digital system, man. Because the dollar is the world, what I'm saying, the world currency, the backup. So this devil is purposely collapsing the dollar because that's going to collapse everybody's economy.
Right there, because you said the point I wanted to make is that they're going to make it very sexy. The other thing is, in that article, it said they're about to raise to make their digital dollars, whatever. Because each country have their own digital dollar. So it's almost, it basically, Elon Musk is Donald Trump is basically saying it's a race to make their digital system a dominant force in the world. So that's why that's another thing to tell you. That's World War III right there. So the country's gonna fight to get that dominant to make that digital dollars. It's already happening, just like I just said. BRICS, they got their own shit. So America is gonna be NATO and the EU versus the BRICS. The BRICS nation. Okay, and then
I could say China already got a digital token.
Yeah,
they got a digital yuan. They're spearheading the thing. And how Babylon Great is, they got to be number one. So they trying to catch up to China. Not knowing China's doing what the East people tell them to do. China's they're better. Observance math. And plus, it's easier because they got communists. They pumping they got guns. In America, some of you already do that because it's guns here. Some people are like, I don't want to do that. I'm used to spending cash. And they know it's going to be a fight over there. It's going to be much harder to get Babylonians to get into that system. They got to like do more psyop in America versus like China and Russia. Just you do it.
That makes sense too, because a lot of those countries, it's like 18 countries they already have it. It's very point as well when he said that they're going to make it real techy. That's almost like Esau Edom, so-called white man speaking sweetly with his lips. That's how they make it techy where they but right now they're going to make it where it's going to be cool to get this chip. It's going to be very cool. You can keep track of where your children are. That's how they're gonna make it. So this is Psalm 55 and 21, and it says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. That's how they're gonna make it simple. They're gonna break out the technology. Of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. So if you don't go along with it, then they're gonna come against it. Right, they already got the ICE, they already got the National Guard in every country. So the words of his heart was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet where they draw a sword. So they're gonna draw their sword the minute you don't go along with that meeting.
And it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be real thick, man. They're gonna threaten your family, your livelihood, like pretty much everybody's lives in society is at stake right now. So that's why the Lord says, rise and depart, because you gotta like forsake your American life. Like we might be bummed out in the next coming months right now. You can't pay your mortgage if you ain't got it. You can't go get no gas in your business if you ain't got it. They're gonna say, man, don't be no bad fathers, don't be no bad mother, bad husband or wife. Go get it and take care of your family. And now you're gonna be stuck with that decision. So if you're not rooted and grounded in your house, like if you're not kingdom minded, you're gonna succumb to that. Especially when Esau put the AR-15 in your face.
Lastly, this is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Hey, the devil got a short time. He has to get 100% participation, in order for this thing to work. But the Lord told us in scripture that no elect is not going to get it. And so the devil, he heard that, and that's what got him like smoking them Newports in his, in his little wicked counsel. Like he's worried about that. But the devil looked up with pride. So he like, if I do this, if I do that, I'll get them all. I can make them all do it. If they don't, hey, it's unallowed. It's unallowed to what they want. I'm gonna bring this up right here. This is what it's all about. This is what it all comes down to. This Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to the work in the right hand or in the forehead. And now we know what that mark is. The mystery's been opened up. That mark is a device. Like I say, what's that? 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You can go ahead and bring that up right now. Huh?
2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Well, you already said it. At least Satan shall get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Bam. And now we know what the device is. And we trying to tell Yahshua that. In midst of all the whack-ass camps trying to say, oh, it's not that. All I got to say, man, this was written thousands of years ago. Told us we're not ignorant of this device. Esau going to come with a device for you to put in your body, which is going to be like a contract with Esau Edom, with the devil. Once you decide to take that device in your body, that's like him, pushing his rod off in you. You're not a wise virgin anymore. That's why the Lord said wise virgins. All the scriptures making sense now. To keep your virginity is to not take that device. The Lord don't want no body that's been popped by Esau. You got the device because it proves you don't have faith. It's a badge of dishonor. That's what scripture say, those that seek to save their life shall lose it, and those that lose their life shall save it. Now we understand that mystery. It's your life in Babylon the Great.
other thing I wanted to address was that part where it says he causes. That's basically Esau Edom is Esau's support. Even when you go into the word cause, the Greek word is poieo, all right, into the biblical outline usage is to make, right? And then it also says to make one do something. So that's the force that Esau Edom is going to get ready to implement with that RFID CHIP, the technology. So he's going to force the whole world. And this is what we've been coming down the pipeline. You got to be ready. You got to have your pistol bag back. You got to be ready to call on your how about El Shah when that time comes.
Second, this is Ephesians 6:11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers in the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That spiritual wickedness in high places is that AI technology. That's that AI technology bringing up all of them demons. You know, that's that spiritual wickedness in high places. Then you got the people that do rulership who's also into that high level witchcraft and so on and so forth. This is why they're coming in with all of that. Then it says, put on the whole armor of your how about your shot, and you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Putting on the armor is calling on your how about your shot. Putting your trust in your how about your shot. All right, because he says you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. That goes into the strategy of Esau Edom. Everything that he's going to do to try to force you to take their RFID CHIP, that technology.
If you think about it, that's Esau's form of witchcraft. Yep. That's him conjuring up spirits. Now he's conjuring up a digital AI robotic. And like, you look at AI, that's like some of cyberspace, man. That's pretty much a demonic type of being the devil is putting into our reality right now. And he's going to give it form by giving it a robotic body. So this is all creation that Esau Edom trying to combat what we got through the spirit. He has enough creation because he's mad about what we got. Because we working through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, which is greater than what Esau got. So he's like, okay, since I can't connect to Yahweh Shah, because Esau knows that the Most High is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's like, okay, since I can't get the that God, I'll make my own God. And it's going to be an AI God. And it's going to rule mankind. And the Lord told him, like, he's going to smash that out. So with that being said, that's why your faith should come in. Like, we got the victory. Our Lord going to smash out Esau. That's what the Lord going to, like, really put his spirit on the men of Yahweh Shah in order to show Esau, like, I'll run the show. That's like possible for all your spirit. Man, our power is greater than Esau's power. And that's how I put on my fear. I don't have fear of Esau. Like, you low level, folks.
That's the spirit right there. Because I always think about a lot of brothers in Great Millstone would say this, but especially Elder Malachi, he would say, why would you give the devil that control by our power? And that's the thing that's something to keep in mind. Why would you fear these devils that control by Yahweh by the Yahweh Shah? You know, that's the power of our power. You know, and that gives you comfort because he have that kind of power. That just gives you comfort, especially in shit in the past.
I can answer that question too. The reason they do that is because Esau's power is tangible. You can see it. The Most High's power is intangible. You need a spiritual eye to see that. So if you're not spiritual, you're not going to see how the Lord works. You're not going to see the work of the Lord. You're going to see what Esau provides and Esau got. That's why 2/3 is carnal. And they can't come into the truth. But to come into this thing, you got to be spiritual. That means you got to see above what Esau got. You got to look past Esau. They can't do that. They're going to see what's developed. They can't see what's like, intangible. Intangibles, man, that takes like, a spiritual mindset, an analytical mind to see that. You got to have a broad way of thinking, mindset to even like your mind comprehend that. The way you think, you got to be outside of this world. Exactly. What they say, think outside the box? Yeah, you got to think outside the box, man. 2/3 are in the box. That's why Esau ain't worried about them that's in the box. I got them. I just come up with the little device. They'll take it. What got Esau wearing is brothers in this truth. Sisters in the truth. Like one thing to think outside the box. That's not going to conform to this world. Like we already do things different. We keep the holy days. We don't celebrate Christmas. That's showing that we're deviating That's why I like that movie series Divergent. We're like Divergent. We're deviating from Esau's system. So he's wary that when he brings up the beast system, the mark of the beast, we're going to deviate from that as well. So now he's restricted up plans to where you're like, okay, I'm just going to allow them. And that right there shakes out a lot of people that's not believers. Like, if you're not spiritually, if you don't have faith, talking about that when you open up camp, faith is the number one ingredient. If you don't have faith in your Habashah shot, you're not going to be here. You're going to be too scared to do this. You're like, I don't want to be on camera speaking about the Lord. What Esau going to do? You worry about what Esau going to do. It's going to make you like, hey, the Lord going to know that he gives their life for this truth. Because the disciples was like that. The house was like that. But they all say in the world, are you like that? You know, men of the Lord, we like that. Like, we would give our life for this truth. It is what it is. Like, we'll tell Esau, like, hey, F your walker to be. If you put a gun to our head, we'll tell Esau squeeze it. You know? I'm not going to take your MOTB, so if you want to unlock me, that's what it is. If the Lord is looking for men like that, that's the man that he can build a kingdom on. You know, that's that hard brick right there. That's that solid gold right there. You know, when this stuff can't threaten your life and you don't care about dying for this truth, Esau now has nothing to threaten you with. So now you're very dangerous. That's what makes Esau scary. That's what the Lord like, hey, man, my servants lay down their life for this truth because y'all shot these. We're not greater than our master, that's what the scripture say. So now, like, we stand up, there's so many of us too. There's so many of us. So now that Esau, like, I got a major problem on my hands. Yahushua has really linked up.
It's a hard day for us to die for the sake of Yahushua, right? And we can answer that, right? But we know that we're willing to die for a righteous king. Yahushua said he's going to come back, he's going to rule the world in righteousness. And that's what we're willing to die for. We're not trying to stay here for this wicked ass kingdom, okay? What with the Baha'i War just mentioned that earlier, Micah 2:10, right? Rise you in the park, but this is not your breath. This place is not meant for us. This place is not meant for us to be here, okay? Because if people wanted to stay here, even with that Christmas came on, this place is polluted, okay? So you got to prophesy down on this place and usher in the kingdom of Yahweh.
I got this right here to back it all up. This is Ezekiel 34 and 30. Thus should they know that I'm the Lord their Yahweh, and with them, and they that even the house of Israel are my people, said the Lord Yahweh. Verse 31. And yea, my flock and my pastor are men, and I am your Yahweh, said the Lord God. See? So the Lord right now is calling his men back. Why? Because men have a very, very strong affinity to faith and wisdom. You know, that goes with men. You know, women are the lesser vessel. They are the byproducts of whatever the men established. You know, so the Lord said, I got to call my men back. Where are my men? So right now we're saying, who are the real men of the Lord and who are the frauds? And what's going to prove that is that adversity that's about to come. Esau, like I put out Revelation 12, he's going to come down with great wrath. And wrath is going to scare them scary men out. It's going to spook them. They go, oh, no, I ain't with that Hebrew like stuff. They're going to tuck their fringes up. They're going to go back to being black. They'll not be in this council up here with us. They'll be hanging back. I'm scared. I'm not trying to get deported. You know, all things of that nature. But the real men are going to be what? On the front lines. Like, yeah, we here. You know, we are the men of Yahushua. And hey, we believe. We got faith. We believe in the kingdom of heaven.
Like that vision Ezra seen. He said, those are the men who stood stiffly for the Lord. That was getting those crowns. And to get that crown, you got to stand stiff. You got to be rooted and grounded in this thing. When Esau coming in like the wind shaking trees, hey, I'm right there, rooted and grounded, standing tall.
Like with the palm tree, it's strong wind be bending, but don't break. Don't waver, none of that. Still here, still rooted and grounded. That's why the Lord said be rooted and grounded in this truth. These all gonna come on with it, man. You see that wrath building up. You see it building up. I remember Joe Biden said my patience weren't dead. When he said that, and that was like Revelation 12 all the way when that devil said that. Now you got Trump, he's putting the action in. This dude got ICE agents out here. They're snatching people up, quite unaliving people, like doing all that type of stuff. So now they can't say this conspiracy theories. It's in your face, like we said the opening precept. The vision for a point in time. It's here now. They can't say, oh, no, that ain't gonna happen. They wouldn't do that. Yes, they doing it. And now we're looking for the mark of the beast to be implemented, man. And the money going digital. And that's what we're gonna have to we ain't gonna go to jobs no more. That's what we got to fully stand on faith all the way. We're not gonna be going to work when MOTB is made mandatory. You ain't gonna get in the building if you ain't got a device in your head or your hand. You got to badge in like that. They ain't gonna want no little badge around your neck or on your shoulder. Now they want it in your body. You got to badge in like that.
I got this preacher. This is Psalm chapter 94 and verse 16. And it says, "Who will rise up for me against the evildoer, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?" And that to tell you right there, everybody that they're going, this is the answer to the question: who will rise up for me against the evildoer? That is pretty much your hope you let. So that's the line. That's the line that's been drawn right there. So you got these other camps. They're clearly saying that the mark of the beast is not their RFID. So the Lord already told you that they ain't gonna rise up and stand up against the evildoer, right? And so the people that are going against this system, they're saying they're not going to take it. That's who it is, the elect. All right, he's been asking the question in the verses before that. So Psalm 94 and 14, and it says, "For the Lord, Yahweh will not cast off his people, either where he forsake his inheritance. But judgment, righteousness, and all the upright heart shall follow him." So there you go. It answers the question right there. Rise up against the workers of iniquity. All right, it's the righteous individuals that are willing to follow the law, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh. The whole elect, huh?
And then what they gonna use? They're using money. What's the money to what? Who the ball what?
Who the ball evil?
All evil. You know what I'm saying? So the devil's gonna use the money to be the determining factor that you're gonna get the MOTB or not. So you go to Revelation 13 and 17 says that no man might buy or sell, say that he has the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, or the number of a man, and his number 634 and 6. So right there is letting you know what the MOTB is and what it's gonna go into. So I don't see how camp say, oh, it's not the RFID microchip. I don't see how they say that. Really, it lets you know because it says you can't buy or sell if you have it. So it's gonna be a device. And on the device, it's gonna be 666. So that grain of rice and then Neuralink that go on your head that Elon Musk is pushing right now, that's the mark of the beast right there. And the money gonna go digital. Because they know Americans like money. They know that everybody in America like money. And they know you need money to survive in America. So what they're gonna do is change the money from physical to digital, put it with a device, a computer device, and then make it where if you don't get that, then hey, you can't eat nothing, you can't pay nothing, you can't live by society. And it's coming quick.
That's the quickest way to get Jake too. Because food is a big comfort in the Jake household. They eat when they happy, they sad, funeral or wedding or anything. And if you can't feed yourself or your kids, hey, that's real quick for them to do. They're gonna take that instantly. All you gotta do is say, "What? I'll put you some extra credits on there," and then they take. If you don't get this, then so you're gonna be starving out there. You're gonna have to fend for yourself.
As soon as they implemented that, as soon as they put out their temptation, it's gonna draw a line of who really trusting the guy about y'all dying and who's not. But that ultimately that's what it boils down to. But the minute they take away your right to be able to pay with physical money and they think you have to take this digital ID or this digital part. You know, that's when you got to trust the Lord. All right? The Lord, how about you outside, is going to feed you. And on time, that's when you trust really got it. I know you how about you outside, going to feed you. That's when you're going to stand up and say, you're going to walk away from this system.
And if you don't do it, he got ICE agents out here to enforce it. Right now, they're up here, what? Sorting and filing the Northern Tribe, so-called Hispanic, Issachar. You know, they're testing it out. Right now, Esau's testing what he can do and get away with. And right now, the American people, they just letting it happen. They like, oh, them Mexicans, get them all up out of here. Not knowing that in a minute, it's going to step up to, like, all Americans. If you don't comply with this new system, these new laws and legislations, they're going to send ICE agents to your door to make you comply. And people out here still worry about all this little stupid stuff. And the devil's doing all this right up what they know. They're not paying attention. They worry about frivolous stuff that don't matter. It's not important. And why? Because they're blind and they can't see. And they've been worked by this devil, Esau Edom, so-called white man. You know, working so much to where, you know, it's like they're homeborn slaves to the system. But yet, they're going to see what's up when the devil finally implements his true plans, though. And it's coming. And I like how the Lord's making it so visible. You look at Donald Trump, and he's like not hiding anything. He's putting it out there like, oh yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're gonna put it comply. And it's all to try to move the so-called white man back on top. Because really they falling off. You know, I just went to a whole other state not too long ago, y'all, and I'm just looking at everything and I'm saying like, okay, this dude is losing power. So all of this stuff that they're doing right now, all the technology is to put them back. It's like what you call a global reset. He's trying to reset to make everything back the way it used to be. Because Yasserala is starting to rise up now. Yasserala is starting to turn the corner again. So now I gotta cut your numbers down. What's that? Zechariah 13:8. Now I gotta cut your numbers down again. I always do it. If you just do your little history, he does it every 100 years. Every 100 years they do a mass killing to reset and get their numbers back up. Now he's like, okay, I gotta put some technology on. I gotta do it even better. I need war control. And to get the control is based on what? Technology. They're gonna put you in what they call smart cities. And now you can tell they're getting rid of all the education and they're gonna get rid of the Bible. They want the new generation coming up, these new young kids, like 7, 8 years old. They're not gonna have the knowledge that we had to get back into the Lord if they throw out the Bible. And then we know that's gonna happen. What's that? Amos, the 8th chapter? A payment of the word. So now they like, oh, I messed up, man. I should have got rid of the Bible. They use the Bible to get back the knowledge of who they are. Now they back standing up talking noise to me. So this time I'm just kill them all and we'll get rid of the Bible. I bring on the top Elysium with a robot's like, here is your pills. Here is no, you know what I'm saying? The robot gonna throw pills at you. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's gonna go robotic, man. You're gonna talk Greek. They already been training us for that anyway. You call to a lot of companies, you talk to a machine before you get to a human. And if you pissing me off because you can talk to the machine, get all your information, then you get a human, you gotta do the same shit again. I'm like, so what's the point of the machine? What did I get the machine all my information for? And if the machine can't get it right, it be one big yes, no for no. And you be Christian, I say yes. You be like trying to say yes, and I can't hear you. Like, zero for operation. Let me talk to a human, goddammit. So it don't work, man. You just say tell it's gonna fall down. I'm gonna bring this up right here. But this talking about how Esau don't want Israel to be no more. Back now. The valley of Nahum is back now. This is Psalm 83 and 1 says, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. Verse 2, below thy enemies make a turmoil, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Verse 3, they are taking crafty counsel against thy people, consulted against thy hidden ones. Verse 4, they are saying, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembrance. So that's what got the devil pissed off. Because now Yahshua is back, and Yahshua is your Hebrew for Israel. You know, we're getting all our wisdom knowledge. I'm standing back. It's like a total recall. Now we know who we are. We know who our enemies are. Now we moving different. Esau came, his kingdom can't operate with us being like that. He needs us to be perpetual slaves in order for his kingdom to stand. Because he wants to use our energy, he wants to use our bodies and use our resources to power his system, his heaven. If we start moving different, hey, Esau gonna have a kingdom, man. So now he's like, okay. I can't even get them on autonomy no more. I want to put a device in their body where if they act up, I can press a button to shock his butt. You know, you get MOTV in your head, and you might do something wrong.
Power your ass down.
Yeah. They power you up like you act right. I'll let you breathe. So that's what Esau looking to do with technology, man. You got to get back control, man. Yahshua is now starting to realize who you are. Coming back into the wisdom center who you are. And now we get strong in the truth, building our faith. So we're not going to answer to the devil no more.
Yeah, the scripture says in the land of their captivity, they should remember themselves. And then we're definitely remembering ourselves now and coming back to the ways and the laws and statutes of Yahweh, which is putting fear in Esau even part. Because when we do that, it brings his nation to desolation. His nation crumbles. And that's why you're seeing the fall of his kingdom right now. And that's why you're seeing him running around with like a chicken with his head cut off. Because he got to move real fast to try to keep his kingdom in power. See, Esau don't want to go down, but he's got to go down. He's going. So when he goes down, he's going to fight and claw, scratch, and flail to try to keep himself up. But it's not going to work.
He gonna go out kicking and screaming, man. Hey, going all out. That means he gonna get to the clip. All the technology he got, all the psyops he got, he gonna unload them. And it's happening now because these psyops, man, I'm looking like, y'all even think this through? That's trash, man. That's stupid, man. And I'm like, he's making it worse, man. Lord said he'd take his wisdom away, and he has. That is devil. He over here bumbling. Like, he's bumbling at the last little finish line, and it's only making the whole leg be stronger, man. All you gotta do is stand strong in this truth. We have much outside, you can beat this devil, man. It's not gonna be hard at all. Like, you can just see it. Because Esau looking like an idiot. And like none of this stuff, man, it's gonna fail, man. Anybody with a half brain can see that. So we can Esau like, go ahead, devil. Go ahead and make all your stuff digital. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do all that. Because like when stuff goes dark, if you lose power, it's a little small stuff. They are power. Of course, I do that rain down a meteor right or something. There it go. There it go. Boom, there it go. Look at that solar flare from the sun. There it go. The system is down. The power grid is down. So we looking at Esau like, man, you lost, devil. So you watch the sun cry. You on the ground throwing the feet, the kids be kicking their feet, throwing the fish. Yeah, we watching the devil throw a tantrum. Because he done lost. And all we doing laughing at him. And we got the victory, man. And all he gonna do is try to sick his victory on us. You know, go get him, because we done won. And through the Lord, man, Lord, when we part of those men, the whole elect, we can beat this devil, man. And the point now is stay locked in on this truth, man. Build up. So when the event kick off, be ready for it. Like Doc said earlier. Dr. Line, like, be ready for the event. That's the whole truth is about. This scripture is to prepare you for the coming of Yahweh Shai. Like Bayan said earlier, Yahweh Shai is coming back. You got to be prepared for his coming. We're heralding the coming of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is back. It's a wrap, man. He's not going to sit here and negotiate with Esau, make deals. No, he's going to come down and he's going to lay it down. He's already declared it in the word. He telling Esau what the Lord about to do. So the Lord gonna do like, hey, I just watch wrestling with the rock. The Lord gonna come lay down the smackdown. You know? You're gonna say, hey, that's what I'm saying, so but the Lord said. So ain't gonna be no negotiations, none of that. So Esau, at least know they're in their last little bit of their run. And it's about to be game time for that.
I gotta quickly come back you up, man. This is Zephaniah. I pray this out every time, man. It's Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, said the Lord, Yahweh shine until the day that I rise up to the plate. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Ooh, that's what he's gonna do at the end. He's gonna let off all ICBM missiles, all the people. Everybody got nukes, gonna go off, trying to fight Yahweh Shah, say they should make war with the Lamb, and he's gonna make the nukes come back down, and it's gonna blow up all the stuff they ever built. And then we're gonna rebuild everything in Yahweh Shah's name. Everything will be Yasser Allah after that. And that's what we want. You know, as a hope select, we want that. We don't care about all the stuff that's here in town. We don't even like it. The concrete is like an eyesore to me. I don't like the way the system is running. I don't like the way it is. I feel like I'm not even living, I'm existing. I feel like a fish in a fish tank in this current kingdom. So we cool with what the Lord about to do, man. Blow this stuff up, you know. That way we can come and live how we supposed to live without all these limitations. See, Jay thinks the Lord's commandments is limitation. I look at it, Esau's kingdom is the limitation. The Lord's commandments to me, that's real freedom. That's life how it's supposed to be. That's how I'm supposed to live. That's my culture. I want that to thrive. That's not limited me. That's gonna be where I got freedom.
That's what the commandments it's like everlasting life. Like if you was to rule about law, that's the commandment, everything will flourish forever. But that's why we see this place go down, because it's not ruled by it. It's ruled opposite of it. Everything that the law says the commandment uphold, Esau don't uphold it. He throws it down. He does the opposite.
Limit you to one life. You know what I'm saying? Limit your spending, how much money you got, let you bend over.
Just like you said with the concrete. Like trees supposed to be growing up. Now you got one tree growing out of the concrete, and like this whole thing supposed to have like oxygen and fruit going down. Like that's death right there. Even the harbinger of death. Even the trees, like the scriptures even said, even the trees is gonna rejoice when that devil goes down. Hey, everything can finally live and breathe and thrive forever. And Esau, he was kingdom. You look at it, everything's dying.
Our house might be actually living, might be like trees or something like that. Like we'll use like things like minerals for our building, not all this brick and mortar. Like you look at it to me, it's like an eyesore. You know, you're gonna have stuff that's like gonna be found a whole higher level than that, man. It's gonna be like actually living and breathing. This stuff is dead, like I said. Everything is dead.
Like gemstones and like house made of stones and minerals and stuff. That actually got vibrations. That got stuff coming off of it. You go into like you can get like a certain type of tools and you can feel something from it. You can have your house and stuff like that.
All right, crystal cola, jade, emerald. Like you say, that's the earth. When you think about it, like you said, that's the earth. That's the mineral. So our stuff gonna be built in the earth. You know. It's not gonna be like, man, this devil, he like rocks, man. He done made it, he put us in the cave. Yeah. You know, put us in the cave, man.
Oh,
yeah, he got us living like him, man. That's why we like Jake really ain't in our right vibration, man. This devil got us in a nasty ass cave. You know, yeah. We ain't living how we're supposed to be living, man. Everything is limited. And then you tell me to move up in this kingdom, I gotta bend over and let you pop me? What type of stuff is that? I gotta do some sick, the prime stuff to move up? What type of stuff is that? That's not living. We just want you to be the deplorable. We want you to do drugs, bend over, let you do whatever you want to do. We probably want to put some stuff on your backside and make animals and like sick shit, you know? And that's how you move up this kingdom. That's why all the celebrities all messed up. You people down here, they messed up. They done did it. They just didn't get paid. Just because you do it don't mean you're going to get some money. You know, you got to do it good. You got to like it. It comes for the regular citizens. You got to bend over to move up in South Kingdom when the MOTB comes. The MOTB is him popping. Same analogy, man.
You want to move up, you want to continue your life, and it's not guaranteed you're going to get something.
And he said, the Lord said it's called a breathing pool. Because I know the device in your head, man, that ain't supposed to be there. That's going to cause an infection. Even in your hand. If I think, what if that stuff malfunction and it's in your body? Ain't no telling that stuff going to work right that's in your body. You're going to give off the poison and all
those chemicals go get all in your bloodstream, and that you know, get up in your eyes.
All the metals and stuff, and like I said, all the chemicals, they ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah, half the world got the graphene in them, the nanobots in them already. All them working together. About the crazy stories.
And then the device might cause the frequency to make the graphite do some. You know what I'm saying? So all this is no good. But in fact, it might do so. I used to play this game back in the day. Y'all saw this. It's a game called Metal Gear Solid, where they had a smart virus called Foxdot. To where when they put the virus in your body, like whenever they decided they wanted you to die, they just push a button and you die. And I noticed this devil done like that. Well, I'm starting to say that wasn't no video game. He was showing me his technology in the video game way back in the 90s. Now it's here. He just went out. They just gave it to people. So like whenever he feel like he just press a frequency, press a button, and you just unalive. And they're doing it right now. So many people dying of heart attack. All of a sudden that's young. Like you shouldn't have no bad heart athletes. That's just them like, man, your time to go. I don't like you. Cut your TV off. Especially with this new 6G coming. Oh yeah, man. They just like down right up in you. They said like 6G can see the wall scene. And then they put that in the movie. Go watch that Batman with the Joker, the Dark Knight. At the end, remember you can the walls about the Joker. That's what 6G gonna do. They can look through the walls and see you right up in your house on the stool. And just pushing a button to make a drone do a strike on your butt right in the dirt.
That showed it in that movie.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. With Samuel Jackson. Yeah, there's a frequency. You was on your phone and heard that frequency, and you zombied out. And he saw he done did that already with their technology. You don't know what was in that C19. And then they already 5G has already messed up the environment. Now they're never gonna step it over 6G to where, man, ain't no telling how that's going to affect the environment. They're going to be like, basically, remote control you. Like, if I want to unlock somebody over there, I'll just hit him and make him. They showed that in the movie Implant, which showed the RFID microchip. It showed people committing murders. Like, I got to do it because, it made me. Another movie, Upgrade. He had STEM in his head. He had an AI in his head telling him what to do.
Syrian candidate,
that's another one. Syrian candidate putting a device in their head and making stuff. Same thing. I say the devil done already showed us entertainment what he's doing. Now it's real life. It ain't science fiction no more. It's real life. And Jake's still taking this as a joke. If you're not in this truth and take the thing seriously, you're gonna get taken by it. Like you brought it this picture earlier, you gotta put the whole arm up your house, but your shower on. Your armor up, man, and get ready to resist that. Don't think, oh, that's high tech. I can run faster. I can do this. I can do that. I can operate my computer without being on it. And like Bayan said earlier, he's gonna make it look real sexy. You don't need no phone. You don't need no laptop. If you put it in your head, and you can do all that.
They're kind of already doing it. What was that? Jake that made a whole video saying that I have accepted this technology in my head, and I can control computers, some shit like that. Yeah, it was some old school Jake, man. Basically he took that. He basically took the part. So he's already compromised.
All right, but in fact, we need to bring up the penalty for that part. We do a lesson on that. There's a penalty for that, man. You go to Revelation 14. And we start at 9. It's Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, and to cover his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You keep that, so if you take that, hey, you're going to get burnt up in the ICBM missiles over here. If you even last that long. Start from dark death, get unalive by the sword. Like, you're going to get that judgment, you take that mark, so that's not no way out. A lot of 238 going to that's the way out. I got to take the mark, I ain't got no choice. That's what I didn't have a choice. I had to take it. Yes, you did.
They don't think it's a noble deeds they done. I did it to feed my family. No, that's not no.
Yeah, when you think about it, what Yahweh Shah said, he that loved his family more than me. So, so in other words, you got to be able to drop everything, just like the disciples dropped everything. When Yahweh Shah came up to the disciple, Matthew, for example, what was he doing? Connecting taxes, I believe. And then he said, follow me. He just dropped everything and followed Yahweh Shah. That's the spirit you got to be in this day and time. You know, that's what shit hit the fan. That's the spirit you got to be in. That preacher where it says, he got be tormented with fire and brimstone. I want to elaborate on that too, because Yahweh Shai and the Lamb, they're gonna be watching you burn if you take that mark of the beast, man.
Hopefully that too.
Yeah, God. Like
Here goes another verse to back it up. But I said earlier, this Revelation 16:1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the bowels of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. Verse 2. And the first went and poured out his vow upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. So everybody that get that mark of the beast is going to be a grievous sword that's going to come upon you at the appointed time, man. The Lord go ahead and pour his wrath out. So, I mean, why get this? Especially like you can picture your head rotting out. You got the neural link in your head, or your hand starting to rot out, starting to open up. You got they said a noisome and grievous sword. It's going to get infected, man.
that's right there. That lets you know, like that. You got some people that gonna take that mark, and they ain't gonna even make it to the fire. They gonna die just based off of the pestilence right there.
All right, got infected, man. You got fucking bursts in your head. Some bacteria eat flesh, eat bacteria in your head. You got that mark of the beast, man. The Lord said, that's why I said, you should, man, know the scripture, you should not get that at all, man. It's better to take a bullet in your head than get that mark of the beast. That mark of the beast is going to be a slow death. It's like poison.
What?
Yes, you might as well do it fast. The devil going to threaten you with it. Like, hey, man, do whatever you got to do, devil. I'm not getting your mark of the beast, man. It is what it is. Tell that devil.
Take the guillotine to that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an honorable thing to die for me.
Be a warrant.
You said either that or the Lord should rise.
So it's a win.
My favorite story to actually read when it's regarding this situation when your life on the line is the mother and the seven buckets. That story, you read that story, man, that's a boost your faith right there. How they died for the word of Yahweh about Yahweh. So that'll put you in that spirit right there. Like I'm willing to die for it.
They back there in the spirit doing the same thing. You know? And this time part ready to reap the reward. Man, ready to bust on Esau. Because the Lord said he gonna put that wrath on him, man. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna give one example. Go to Micah 4:13.
You might think you might be about to die for the Lord, but the Lord might live up that standard, man. Hey, the Lord might flip that switch on you. The next thing you know, you over and turn Esau into the apple.
Flip the switch. But it's only one way to find out. You gotta stand up first. You can't find that out if you already cowering down and agree to what Esau gonna do. The Lord can't put the standard up on you. You didn't uphold the standard. You succumb to what Esau said do. So this Micah 4:13 says, arise and rest, O daughter of Zion, for I'll make thy horn iron, and I'll make thy hooves brass, and they shall be in pieces, many pieces. And I will consecrate their gates to the Lord, and their substance to the Lord of the whole earth. The Lord said right there, He's gonna make our horn iron, and horn metal, iron and brass. He's gonna harden us up. So we're back at what I said, man. We're gonna put the beat down on Esau. He said, beat in pieces, many pieces. You know, so he about to get toe up, man. He about to get messed up off the frame by those men. You know, the 144,000. You know, those men. Like when you look at Superman, that's based on 144,000. The saint. You know, he got his power from the sun. He has super strength, light. You know, he raised vision. Like, and then what was it? United States. In a minute, we ain't gonna have sin no more. We saw gonna have no weapon against. And how much y'all stop? We're gonna lift up their standard. And hey, they ain't gonna make y'all strong a horn, man. Like iron, man, unbreakable. It's just now we're trying to see who's gonna be those men. It's like the thing with the election. We're in the running to be that. And then you gotta prove yourself to be that.
Just like Esau, he in the race to try to get the dominance through carnal means. Hopefully that in the race of, hopefully that we'll be able to get that, that blessing that you know about the money. I want to get very spiritual for how you are. You said there's only one way to find out, and that makes me fucking the Lord. I want to enter ye at the straight gate, but wide is the gate, wide is the way that leads to destruction. Named out, there's very few of the things that lead to destruction. Basically, just destruction in Esau even exists. And all that's many different ways they're going to lead to destruction. Right? And it says, many that be, we go thereat. Verse 14. And it says, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few that be that find it. And they say that few that be, that's the river. That's the elect. That's going to find that narrow path that's going to lead to life. And that narrow path is murder. And that narrow path is having faith in y'all about to outside and trust in him for it. Right? With the Proverbs 3 and 5, with that trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not onto thy own understanding. That's how you're going to, that's going to be the few. They're going to apply their scriptures and they're going to narrowly find their way to life.
Get out of that faith, man. Faith is going to be the determining factor of overcoming the devil. The faith is the belief. You got to believe you got the devil. You got to believe that you're going to win. You got to believe that the devil, hey, he does, man. You can't like, oh, man, I gotta eat, man. I got to take the thing, or I got to do this. This devil got a gun to my head, Because I know that the weak men, that's what they're going to do. They're going to succumb to it, man. A lot of 2/3 they starting to prep for the morning. They just wait for Esau to roll it out.
You got to believe that you already
won. Key word, believe. Faith, man. You got to be up there. That's what middle epistles about the scriptures is supposed to do. It's to build your faith up, man. It's to edify you, build your faith up to where you can resist, like I said, the wiles of the devil. Because he's going to come with every little thing. He's going to play psychological mind tricks on you. I just watched a good movie on that. Movie called Him. Marlon Wayans in it. It's about sports and football. And in that movie, the whole thing was they trying to play psychological mind tricks to make that dude sign his life over. That's what it's all about. That's what Esau Edom does. And we got to be the point where we don't do it.
The second Thessalonians 2:8. The point is in 9. It says, then the wicked will be revealed, and the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and the spirit of his mouth. What that devil is doing. He's being consumed right now by the Lord's words, which are being related to us. It says, with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So let me know that we got the victory. When the Lord comes, he's going to destroy this damn devil, man. Verse 9, the point, it says, even him who's coming is after the workings of Satan. Who is that? That's Esau Edom, man. He practices every, he's the spirit, he's the physical being of the spiritual being Satan on earth, man. It said,
just to back you up on that, man, because Satan means adversary. Everything that you devil do is that verse to what the Lord Yahweh Yahweh says in the scripture. So the workers of Satan, that's how you know he's being revealed right there.
He's the physical counterpart of the spiritual being Satan on this earth. It says, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And that was the point, man. He's gonna come with all kind of lying wonders and signs, and thinking that this way is the best way. They're trying to trick you into it. But you gotta know, hey man, he's through. He's done. You know what the truth is.
The lying signs and wonders is AI. Artificial intelligence, new automation you about to put in. That's a lying wonder, man. It's all a lie, man. It's a false creation of what the Lord already made.
MOTV. Hey, lying wonder, man. It's gonna be good for you. It's gonna be convenient for you. Nah, nigga, that's for you to track me, man, and to cut me out.
Man.
To make me a slave to your system.
That's what it is, man. I like that, man. That's good. That's the lying wonder, man. That's a control mechanism. And to cut off your power from behind the shadow, like these devils know what the Lord said. They ain't crazy. So they putting up a device to make you perpetual slaves unto him. And if they ain't got the wisdom and understanding to know that, or the faith to believe in that, they're going to succumb to that.
They're gonna think what he's doing is a miracle. It's good. The miracle's the same, man.
Wow.
Oh, you can make me see with a chip in my head. Oh shit, man, you can make my spine work back again and I can walk out of this wheelchair.
We can communicate telepathically.
I can think 100 times faster than someone who don't got it.
Like that superhero DC Cyborg. They made that a Jake. That's what they want implement to the machine.
Jack from Mortal Kombat with that with the arm. Yeah, Jack from Mortal Kombat with the cyborg arm.
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah, it's Jack. You said Jack. They're like, oh, yeah, it's Jack.
Okay,
Jack. The metal arm. Yeah, like, you notice all of the Jake.
Yeah,
they want Jake to implement into the robotic. All right, well, yeah, he want Jake to implement with the transhuman robotic. I noticed that. That's what talked about the thing. They were trying to, oh, brother, that's last time. What did he say to him? He messed up. That's not a real name. He messed up his own thing. Like, dude, like, hey, we ain't no do nothing to do. Yeah, we just had the devil come by, y'all strong, talking about Shalom, trying to blend in, like, nah, keep it pushing, dude. He saw the one. This off that one word he showed he had a partner. And that's why I like the names. I like the fast one. You call the wrong names and the wrong thing, you're gonna know, like, nah, you not with us. And he saw he looked, he thought we gonna be, yeah, white man. Like, nah, get out of here. We're talking about your ass. Damn devil. You know? Y'all you want to pick up? Want to pick up?
I got one more. Cause it's that back one of the Esau's mind that it's Isaiah chapter 14. We thought in verse 12 it said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which is weaken the nation? We broke that down. They value that. Break all this AI technology, and it's gonna weaken the nation, weaken everybody around. All right, he said, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my thrones above the stars of the hour. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. And that's them. You know, this is why they're doing this AI technology, because they said they're going to create another God. So they said that they're going to be like the Most High. And also in the process, they said that they're going to be above Yahshua. You know, and the Lord said, no, it's not going to happen. You're not my people. You're going to be cast out. Everything that you do, everything that you build up, the Lord said, I'm going to throw it down.
God, how long we have much on the shop for that? I can rock the die. So that being said, you know who's been edifying? You know, we give our praise to our truth. Power.
By ship, y'all shop, by ship, Juan Nasharala, Shalom.
Swam Yasharala.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. So the Akim Akaf from the comment board. Hey, stay locked in, stay